Hello everyone. Hola a todos. I'm going to be talking about the economic movement that happened in the Twin Cities and Minnesota. The goal that we had back then was to build power through business development, through economic development, and to build a socially responsible Latino community. Back then, who were the players? Well, faith-based institutions was the main player at the beginning because it was churches where Latino immigrant communities met new arrivals to address the social and economic issues that we face as newcomers in order to integrate in a positive way into the American society and culture. Then we formed three teams, one of them to work on educational and health issues, the other one to work on the immigration issue, and the third one to work on economic development. Why economic development? Well, we realized that we didn't have a single Latino business in the city of Minneapolis and St. Paul back in the early 1990s. And businesses play a key role, and they also can become powerful when they are socially responsible. And they are aware of the power that they have, and when they use that power wisely for the benefit of the community as a whole. So because we didn't have an organization, a formal organization, we sought partners that were the goal to create the first Latino businesses in 1994. We sought the support that will give us access to capital, lending, activities that will allow our people to get loans for business purposes. Then also micro-entrepreneurial trainings, and also business opening phase assistance, technical assistance, and ongoing technical assistance. I have to mention that community organizing was a big part of it. It was almost impossible that we didn't have community organizers to do what we wanted to do. When we were having the communication that was needed for the first project, it was called Mercado Central, which is a business co-op of 47 different businesses. That was the first one in the state of Minnesota, and what I had the fortune to be the founding board president. We held meetings every week, basically, to talk about different activities. How many business, because it is a co-op, how many members we have recruited to the co-op, where we're going to get the loans for them to become members of the co-op, where we're going to get the loans so we can get the business started, how are we going to be helping the organization on charge of developing the commercial property, and everything else. Who is supporting those non-government organizations so they can get the funding support they need in order to help us. That was the main role that we, primarily myself, played back then. And communication was always, we forced the communication because we didn't know what the micro-entrepreneurial trainer was doing or who was working with whom so they could start doing business. Communication with the city of Minneapolis, for example, I was mentioning someone, they didn't know what a tortilla machine was. And I told them we need to meet with you because we are going to buy a tortilla machine in California, and it costs almost $60,000. And we don't want to buy it. And they said, well, bring it, buy it, bring it, and we'll see if we can license it. I said, no, you better tell us if you can establish the license requirements in order to license it. And we worked with them, and they agreed said, it is a novel, no, it is not a novel. It is a real, no, it is not a real. What is it? It is a tortilla machine. Anyway, obviously who funded all these foundations, the cities and the counties and state government. Eventually, the Latino Economic Development Center was born. We are a members-based organization of 650 members all over the state of Minnesota. We wanted to exercise also social responsibilities, and we have a Latino scholarship fund for basically for undocumented students. We have a whole to enroll into low-paying jobs and criminal activities. Members have awarded, we established an endowment, and we have awarded more than $200,000 to more than 50 students over the last 4 years. This is money that is raised from them, and they conduct their own golf tournament now. Back then, the microloans that helped these entrepreneurs to start the businesses were in the amounts of $10,000. Right now, the loans are in the amounts of $1.5 to $2 million. They went from 2 employees to 100 employees. Then we formed the Mexican Restaurant Association. I wonder who knows how many restaurants, the Mexican restaurants there are in the United States. There are 95,000. If we use the purchasing power to promote employment opportunities within our own community in order to close the racial wealth gap, we will be successful. We also form agricultural producing co-ops, not only because we could feed the markets that we created in urban settings, but we could also help other Latinos start farming operations in Greater Minnesota, which should be easier because we have Minnesota frozen for 6 months. But anyway, the results, how do we measure impact on them? Well, obviously, we have 650 members. We have created more than 4,000 jobs. And there are not, I mean, probably most impact was the lives of the people that have benefited. We are talking about janitors, dishwashers, truck drivers that are now business owners exercising their power. By the way, I didn't bring a PowerPoint presentation because I wanted to challenge you to picture yourself what I was talking about. Lake Street is 4.8 miles long. We have 3 miles, less than 3 miles. It was all criminal activities, social disinvestment, killings, pornography, prostitution, everything. A lot of empty storefronts and bottle houses. Everything changed dramatically when we started business development there. Again, how many jobs were created, how many properties, blighted properties were saved, how many lives were changed, how many, the criminal activity, what percentage was decreased. Results absolutely. Visit Minneapolis, Minnesota, you'll find out. Thank you.